ますようにお腹をさすりいつも願った。ふふどんな顔してるかな。ふふどんな声をしてるの。
So, this girl's in college. She meets this dude. She's like, hey, that dude's hot. She hangs out with him for a bit. They fall in love. Then he goes, hey, by the way, I'm a wolf man. She's like, excuse me? And then they make babies. And the babies are wolf children. Sometimes they look like normal human kids, and other times they look like wolves. And then, due to circumstances out of everyone's control, the dad is no longer able to help raise the kids. So now this human woman has to raise these two kids on her own, and they're wolves. This movie is all about her trying to raise them and trying to stay positive through the whole thing. It's about optimism, it's about family. Now, our female lead, Hana, is the mother of these children, and she's this optimistic, likable woman. The whole movie, you feel for her and you're rooting for her to make it through this situation where she's raising kids that are also wolves. And she keeps trying to stay optimistic, and you're rooting for her to stay optimistic. You do not want her to break, but you're so scared that she will break. And she works really hard to raise her kids right. She really is just this everyday hero. Now, those kids are the most adorable children ever. They're also like the cutest dogs ever. But they're not endearing because they're cute. They're endearing because they feel like real kids. Yuki is this energetic little spirit. She runs around the house all the time. She makes all these noises. The way she laughs like an actual little girl would laugh. Every single thing she does in this movie feels like what a little girl would do in real life. And Ame is the younger brother, and he's painfully shy, and he's terrified of the human world. Other people scare him. He stays close to his mother. And the way that we see these kids grow up and the way that they surprise us is so effective. And the fact that every single thing they do with their lives makes perfect sense to us is fantastic. And our attachment to their mom further enforces our attachment to the kids. Now, this wolf boy at the beginning of the movie, you do feel like he and Hana are in love. They have good chemistry, and her acceptance of him as a wolf is very touching. And the fact that Hana's memory of this wolf boy is still there, and the fact that he still has this influence, is a great narrative choice. There are also tons of great side characters. Like, there's this old man that teaches Hana how to farm. There's all these other great townspeople that help out Hana, and it just gives you this feeling of optimism, like humanity has hope. Some of the shot choices in this movie are so powerful. There are these emotional moments where we see the characters at a distance. And we don't see their facial expressions, we just see their movements in this emotional moment. And what is inferred is what makes these scenes so powerful. And the repetition of certain shots just conveys this feeling of routine, of this is what these people are. There's this great shot that's repeated a lot in the movie where Yuki is standing at a doorway just begging her mom for something. It's this high angle shot with Ame in the background, and she's just so energetic, and they don't show Hana, and it's just such a perfect shot. And this movie also has a lot to say about the way people grow up, the way they change. And it has a message of how you have to let people be free to choose their own path, no matter how painful it might be for you. This movie also has such an eye for little details. When Hana is first starting out raising these wolf children, there are all these different problems she has to deal with that a normal mom wouldn't have to. She has to keep them hidden from people. People can't find out that she has wolf children. They'll freak out. When the kids get sick, she can't decide whether to take them to the hospital or the veterinarian. And it's just such a difficult thing for her. And every single problem she has, you go, yeah, that's how that would happen if she had wolf children. And above all, Wolf Children is an extremely emotionally effective movie that will leave you in awe by the credits. Now, that being said, I am conflicted over the grade of this movie, because I have a lot of really minor nitpicks. My first sort of problem with this movie, bestiality. There's this silhouette shot where Hana is making out with this wolf boy, and he's in wolf form. So she's just making out with the wolf. There's a scene where Child Services comes up to her door and they're like, we're going to have to take your kids away. You haven't taken them to the doctor or anything. And that plot is introduced and it kind of just goes nowhere. Like, it's probably best for the movie though, and not, to be honest. Because while it doesn't make sense that Child Services would follow up on that, it's probably best to leave that plot out of the movie for pacing reasons. When Yuki and Ame go to school, there are, like, this is Japan. There are no way that there's that many kids in the school. I don't like that when Yuki goes to school, she conforms to the female society. Because before that, Yuki was playing with bugs, she was running around in nature, she's a tomboy, she was awesome. But then one day, she's like, Mom, I need a new dress, and so now she's just this girly girl all of a sudden. And that's more of a personal thing. That's not really a problem with the movie. You know, now that I say it all out loud, it doesn't really sound like I have that many problems with the movie. And so it's really not going to affect my grade. Because in the end, this is a beautiful and emotional story that is completely effective in every single way. So, Wolf Children gets an A+.
涙の粒が頬にはじけるまんままんまおいでご飯できたよタタタタタタおいで散歩行こうよ泣き晴らした目で膝を抱える訳を聞かせてすべて話して大丈夫どこへも行かないよ何があっても一緒にいるよあなたの笑った顔が好きよ落ち込んでいても元気をくれるルルルルルルおいで歌歌おうよ喉鳴らそうよキララキララのびのび育っておくれ雪をかけ雲を数え雨に遊び風に吹かれて花に埋もれ草笛鳴らそう四本足で二本の足で新しい朝新しい風あなたのために準備されたの新しい朝新しい光世界はあなたのためにある新しい朝新しい虹世界は不思議に満ちている二つ もう何もないのかしら。いつかあなたが旅立つ時はきっと笑って見送ってあげる。でもちょっと寂しいかな。お願いしっかり生きて。
My God, we were mother-licking adorable!